Hello everyone, welcome to day 25 of 41 days healing meditation challenge. Let's begin our meditation. Everyone sit comfortably, relax your body, relax your mind. Take a deep inhale, relax every part of your body. Close your eyes, sit comfortably, clasp your hands, cross your legs. Take a deep inhale, exhale. While inhaling, observe your air going into your nostrils to your chest. And when you're exhaling, observe the air coming out from your chest through your nostrils outside. Just keep focusing on your breath. Do not open your eyes. Do not open your eyes. Keep focusing on your breath. Observe your breath. Observe your breath. Just focus on your breath. Observe your breath. I love myself. I take responsibility of my life. I have the power within. Focus on your breath. Observe your breath. Last 3 minutes, just observe your breath. Focus on your breath. Our breath is our guru. Last 1 minute, observe your breath. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bring your awareness back to your body. Bring that attention to your body. Relax your body. Whenever you feel like opening your eyes, rub your hands, place them on your eyes, and when you feel like opening your eyes, take your time. If you just want to, keep your hands on your eyes and stay for a few seconds like that. When you feel like opening, remove your hands, open your eyes, and look into your hands with a big smile. Give that self-love to ourselves. that appreciation that we finished our 25th day of 41 days meditation challenge. Take few seconds if you want to come back from your meditation state. Let's begin our book reading session. So yesterday we spoke about fear. What are the things that we can do when we have fear? So the fear is something that when we don't have self-love, the fear is the one that shows up. So the opposite of fear is self-love. We have to have that self-love. Okay, today we are going to talk about cleaning up our addictions. Okay, so what is an addiction? Addiction is something that you don't have control over any action. It can be anything like eating, drinking, your thoughts, your habitual patterns, talking, gossiping, or anything where you think to control it. Okay, let's not talk it, but you don't. You were not able to control that. You're not able to do that. That is nothing but addiction, where you don't have control of what you're doing. That is called addiction. Okay, one of the primary way we can mask our fear is through addictions. So the author is telling that if you have any fear, to mask that, to hide that fear, one of the way is addiction. Addiction suppress the emotion so that we don't feel. So addiction is something that, it is like a sugar coating. Okay, you have a bitter gourd. That is the actual issue, whatever you're having. Say suppose bitter gourd is an issue that we are having. Addiction is something that you put sugar syrup, you dip in that sugar syrup and you see it. Addiction is like that. You are going to mask the actual issue what you're having. That masking thing is called addiction. Okay, for some people it is a food addiction or a chemical addiction. There may be a generic disposition of all alcoholism. However, the choice to stay stick is always an individual one. It can be anything. Addiction. Usually, when we talk about addiction, the first thing we remember is alcohol, cigarettes, um, sugars or sweets, because these are the popular things. Men go with alcohol and cigarettes, and women go with sugar eating, or like all those things. So those are the things when we hear about addictions, these are the things that we remember. But there are so many other things which we don't think those are addictions, but they are actually addictions. For others, there are emotional addictions. So what we spoke is something which we put it in our mouth, the physical food or alcohol, something that goes into our body. There can be emotional addictions also. You can be addicted to finding fault in people. That is a habit for no matter what the other person says, you always try to find a fault. That is one kind of addiction. No matter what happens, you will always find someone to blame. It is their fault. They did it to me. That is one kind of addiction. Maybe you are addicted to running up bills. That means people always end up in debt. They don't have money. They lose money. Because that is something, the root cause is something else. You can be addicted to rejection. Everywhere you go, you attract people who reject you. You will find them. However, the rejection on the outside is a reflection of your own rejection. So when you find people who are always rejecting you, it is like you are basically rejecting yourself. Okay, there are plenty of people addicted to illness. They always catch something or worry about getting sick. They seem to belong to the illness of the month club. Okay, so there are some people who are addicted to illness. Addicted is they don't have control over it. That happens because those, remember, whatever things are happening to us, it is our thoughts and it is our mindset and how we are reacting to that. The same way the situations are going to attract into our life. Okay. The next one is compulsive overeating. Compulsive overeating. What do you mean by compulsive? Compulsive is also something that you don't have control over it. Your mind says, okay, stop, stop, stop. Your tummy says, like, okay, you're full, but you eat it. That is one kind of habit. You eat it. Okay. I receive a lot of letter from people with weight problem. They go on diet that lasts for 2 to 3 weeks. Then they stop. They feel guilty about following their diet. And they get angry on themselves and feel guilty. Because people, they try to go on a diet. They try to, you know, restrict their food, but they do it for 1 2 weeks and they go back to their old habit. Compulsive eating. They feel like eating. They could, so the author is telling that you don't have to beat yourself for that. At least you have done that 2 weeks, right? Take that inspiration and okay, it's okay if you break it, break it. After some time, start again. You don't have to beat up yourself. Okay. Weight is only the outer effect of a fear that is inside you. See, every single thing is related to fear. So fear is the root problem, root cause, based on individuals, based on their karmic pattern and everything. We try to attract different things. I might have fear. Somebody else might have fear. I choose to eat something compulsive, overeating. Other person choose some kind of addiction, or some other person did something. Because all of these things, root cause is fear. Okay, we have to work on our root cause in order to fix all the exterior problems. Okay, so that's why when we have any problem or health or any issue, first we have to find the root cause, what it could be. Okay, this can be done when you calm your mind, when you do your meditation. Take time, spend your time with yourself, and then you will try to hear the voice inside you. Okay, what it is trying to tell. The other thing is self-help groups. What is a self-help group? Self-help group is something that you have a particular issue and people. Let me read it. Self-help groups have become a new social form. I see this a very positive move. These programs do tremendous good. People with similar problems get together to whine and complain, but to find ways to work through the issues and improve the quality of their life. It is nothing but similar kind of people who are having health issues. They come together, they talk about it, they discuss about their issues, and they read this. They come up with a solution and to work what is and improve the quality of their life. That means you have an issue. Every single person will have an issue, but you come up with a solution for the issue and you work towards it. Okay, that is a self-help group. Feelings are our inner gauge. When growing up in a troubled or dysfunctional family, we learn to avoid conflicts whenever possible, and this results in denial of our feelings, right? Even in when we are child or when we are a parent, when we have a spouse or when we have a spouse, we try to avoid conflict in the family, right? Okay, if I tell this thing, oh, there is going to be another problem, so let me keep quiet. Most of us do that, right? That way we are actually correct. We are trying to avoid the conflict, but we are also denying our feelings. What feelings we have, we are also killing them. Okay, that's what the author is telling. Feelings are our most helpful link to our relationship with ourselves. We have to acknowledge, we have to accept, we have to know what we are feeling. At least you don't have to tell others. At least you have to know yourself, right? What you're feeling. Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling, rejected? Are you feeling that, people are not valuing you? what are the feelings that you're having. At least that is very important for us to understand what are the feelings that we are having. Feelings are our most helpful link to our relationship with ourselves, others, and the world around us, and they are an indication of what working or not working in our life, right? So those feelings will help us tell, like, what exactly where we are. What are the things that are working for you? What are the things that are not working for us? What you can feel, you can heal. Okay, you're feeling a pain in your heart. You are feeling some pain for something your husband has told. If you know that, if you know that is the pain that so and so is thinking, you can work on fixing the issue. You can work on healing it. If you don't know, if you don't pay the attention to yourself, if you don't know, you feel low, you feel sad, you feel like dull, but you don't know why. When you don't know what exactly you're feeling, it is very hard for us to heal. That's what the author is telling. We have to know, sit with ourselves and know what exactly is going on within ourselves. That is very, very important. So, with this, we have completed feelings are our inner cage. We have completed the chapter letting our feelings out. Okay, it is very important for us to let all of our feelings out. So whatever feelings, whatever emotions we have, anger, fear, because of fear we might be having addiction, compulsion, compulsive overeating, other whatever feelings we have to let them out. All these things are very important for us to heal. Okay, when these feelings are out, we can find for a solution. First we have to find a problem, what it is. No, these are the things. Then once you figure out, you have to work on, what can we do to fix those things. Okay, so now we found out what is the issue and what are the problems we have. Now the next chapter is moving beyond the pain. You have a problem, you are suffering with, it can be anything, physical, emotional, any problem. You have found out, you have figured out this is the problem. Now what we have to do, how can we come out of that pain? How can we heal from that pain? Okay, that is the next chapter, moving beyond the pain. Let's continue this one tomorrow. Thank you all.